before I start your report here on what you can expect in March, I just want to bring a little announcement, and that is now there's available 4 different reports that you can choose from. It's the Lover's Report, which can see how you're affecting each other astrologically, right? A synastry chart. There is a calendar, there is a transit chart, which comes up with all the peak dates pertaining to your own personal chart, of course. And then there is the year ahead, starting from the month that you order it. So these are very exciting. It's a collaboration that I'm having here now with this company, and I know him as an astrologer, which has been out there more than 40 years. He's super good. I ordered his reports back in 93, right? So it's something that I know that you can become very excited about as well. But we're going to dive in for your month now for March, but watch to the end because I'll scroll through those reports so that you can see it. You can check it out for yourself and see what it is maybe that you can expect, right? Hello, Libra. Let's dive right into it and see what March has for you. And it is a little bit exciting. Why is that? Because I can see how February was a little bit touch and go. Of course, we did have Mercury retrograde, and that is its own little weird thing, right? We all know how that goes. And for you, you might have felt that there was a few hiccups in the area of your creativity, of the things that you were trying to bring out. You might have felt that could have been a little bit of a bumpy road. However, the upside, which what I love about retrogrades too, and we have to learn how to embrace it, to really roll with it and get the best benefit, not just the downers of it. The benefits is that there could be projects or something from the past that you had started on at some point, weren't able to fulfill due to circumstances, timing, or whatnot, could have come back to you. And that's the upside. Maybe you started looking at that again and thinking, this still has potential. Maybe it was a lot of your artwork. Perhaps you are, after all, a Libra, right? And this is in your 5th house for creativity and self-expression. So you could have been looking through your portfolios and so forth and thinking, wow, okay, I've had all this done, never took it anywhere, but now maybe I can start diving back into it. For that, that's a good thing, especially because we got Jupiter. And this is the good news. We have Jupiter in this very same area. It will be with you for a while. It has your back. Jupiter has the power to expand everything that it touches. That's what we want, right? What does that mean, though? It could mean that you could get in touch with people who could open up doors for you, that are generous and have capability, people in high places, mind you. Saturn is there too. Saturn will try to lock down anything that has value. Right now, this is where the area where you're trying to master your skills. Saturn is trying to hold your nose to the grindstone, saying, focus, focus, focus on this. And as you're locking it in, you're creating roots and grounds and so forth for the next couple of years. It's still only 8 degrees, right? So you're going to have time. It's not happening overnight or just within a few months. You have a couple of years where Saturn is saying, pay attention. And if you do, especially now when Jupiter is there, because it's only going to be there for a short time, this can help you to gain and to expand and get in touch with sources that are very beneficial for you. So Mercury being retrograde here in February kind of had you look back over older projects. That is amazing. If you know how to recognize them, bring them in, and continue now as Mercury is moving forward, that can have a long-term effect. We also do have you looking at your health this month. We have the Sun, we got Venus, we got Neptune, and the new moon. And for the most part, a lot of you Libras are very health aware, right? But this month it'll be even more so. Maybe you're wanting to change up your routine. The Sun, of course, is your day-to-day physical embodiment and how you're feeling. Venus being there, it's like Venus wants to radiate, wants to shine, so you might be doing something there that can give you a lot of extra joy, that can bring out this energy. It's also looking at the foods that you're eating. Jupiter, of course, when it's there, when it moves there, we can look at how our waist can expand, but that's not happening for you, right? Right now, it's like looking at the foods that you love to eat, and which is really, really good for your digestion and so forth. We have the new moon on the 13th. It being in the sign of Pisces makes it very sensitive. Um, you're psychically actually being led to certain things. So, for any of you that does the plus minus with a pendulum, you can take a pendulum over certain foods, for example, to see if it has the energy that you want it to be. That's good for you. If it goes the opposite direction, well, then you maybe want to hold off on it. But it's a very easy way to test what we should eat and not eat. So I could see a lot of you doing that test on your foods, or whatever it is that you intake. It could also be what you drink. Are you drinking too much coffee, for example, right? But yes, play with that, especially around the new moon is when, of course, we place our intentions. This new moon is conjuncting Neptune, which makes it extra sensitive. Now, the new moon in Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and it's in the sign of Pisces, so there's a triple whammy, and that triple whammy will allow you to look at those things of what we just spoke of. Your health, your digestion, what you're eating. Are you working out? Are you out and about walking? Anything, and of course we're in the pandemic, so we have to be a little careful in how we move around and so forth. So if you're not being able to go to the gym, hey, you Libras, you will figure it out. There's a lot of things that you can still do there at home. Now, I could see there was a little bit of a challenge, perhaps not necessarily directly to yourself, though it could have been. Um, but Saturn and Uranus had a meeting here. Not so easy. They're at the end of February. So fifth house is also children. It could be you and your self-expression, your creativity, Uranus being in the eighth house. Maybe if it's you, maybe you were expecting some extra money to come in and pay out from investments, whatever it is. Maybe you have been wanting to send some money off to children at college or grandchildren, whatever the deal is. There could have been a little bit of mishap running up there unexpectedly, but it looks like as you now start off in March, that should already have taken care of itself. And starting you off here, just the very last few days of February, bringing you into March, something that I feel is dynamite. And this is coming to you from the very same area. Say, for example, if you've been refinancing, and of course the interest rates have been going down, right? That benefits so many people. And you have Pluto in the fourth house for your home, your foundation, and so forth. So Mars being up there in the eighth house, that can actually set things up for you that you can create a lot more security. And in that case, now Mercury going direct, you can sign those contracts, right? Because we really don't want to sign anything while Mercury is retrograde, but you're good to go. You're good to go, Libra. So I feel that can be great. There could also be news of maybe some other payment coming in, which could be some royalties or commissions. Maybe you've gained in the market with investments and so forth. And if that is the case, well, more power to you. It's bringing security of savings to the home and to the family foundation. Loving that. Then we have, of course, the full moon on the 28th. For you, that is going to be in your sign, so in the first house, Libra. So you're more sensitive this month, more than the rest of the zodiac, because it's coming to where your sign is. And I feel that for you, yes, it could keep you awake, but in that case, you want to focus on what is important to you. maybe something you've been working on will now be able to be shared out to everybody else. Okay, if you landed a deal, for example, you're like, "Ooh, look at me, I got this," right? So there is that. And of course, the full moon always brings accomplishments, whereas the new moon is always all about initiating, right? That new moon, did we talk about that? We did. And that was in your health area. So you want to make sure, that you put in some good mantras for it so that your health can be strong and substantial as we're still moving through the period, the age of the pandemic, right? So listen to your moon and rising sign. Go to my website by all means if you want to get one of those transit reports with all the dates spelled out, 25 pages or more, so you could see good dates and dates to kind of step back from and so forth. Or if you're wanting to look into your relationship, partner reports, the lover's report, if you're out and about dating, getting to know new people, how do you jive? That's what you want to go check there. So So guys, thank you for watching this month's forecast. Make sure to smash that button and get the notification bell as well for new upcoming reports. And I will see you next month. But head to the website if you're wanting one of those special reports. You'll find the link down below in the description or just right up above. See you in April.